Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Akmal Alif, chairperson for this meeting and a member of Group 4 Chicken Tenders. Today we'll be discussing our campaign to tackle the rising problem of unethical use of AI technology, primarily deepfakes, targeting children and young people in Malaysia. As chairperson, my role is to guide the team, oversee meeting progress, coordinate potential collaborations, and make sure that we stay focused on achieving our objectives effectively. In our previous idea pitching session, each of you shared valuable suggestions and perspectives on how to prevent further damage from deepfake misuse. Before we dive into our agenda, let's go around with quick introductions. Izani Hanani, would you like to start?
Yes, Mr. Akmal, thank you. So, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. First, let's begin with a quick introduction. Hello, my name is Hanani, but just feel free to call me Nani. Today, I'd like to present my idea, which is a campaign idea that I believe is urgent and highly relevant in today's digital world. So let's discuss a project that aims to raise awareness about the wider impact of deepfake technology. So this campaign with title AI Unmasked revealing the hidden costs of deepfakes. It highlights not only the social and ethical issues but also the hidden environmental impact of AI misuse. So if we talk about deepfakes, it seems necessary to discuss how training these AI models consumes massive energy through data centers, which are many still powered by fossil fuels, especially in Malaysia. So, as far as I'm concerned, this contributes significantly to climate issue. And not to mention also, up to 40% of data center energy goes just to cooling the system, which is something that most people don't realize. Now, onto the format, I propose a dedicated social media campaign as the main initiative. I think it's the most practical and impactful way to reach our audience. Through platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and X, we can post infographics, short videos, and also interactive content using the hashtag AI Unmask Malaysia. Do you agree that visual content makes complex issues easier to understand? In my opinion, we can design posters that not only explain the risks of deepfakes but also promote solutions like using renewable energy or efficient cooling systems. And as for feasibility, I believe it's manageable. We can use tools like Canva and CapCut, and then we split the tasks among the team and ensure content accuracy through simple research. And with a clear schedule, we can prepare content in the first 2 weeks, launch in the third, and wrap up in the fourth with feedback and insights. So, in conclusion, AI Unmasked isn't just about warming people, but it's also about encouraging responsible AI use and environmental awareness. And I hope this campaign gets your support, and I look forward to your suggestions. Thank you.
Okay, I see. Thank you, Nani, for the insightful proposal. Highlighting the environmental aspect really adds a unique depth to our campaign, and using the hashtag AI UnmaskMY is an excellent idea for tracking engagement and unifying our message. Before we move on, I'd like to add another idea from a more technical perspective. We could focus on building critical digital literacy through a hands-on tool. So basically, we could create a simple interactive website for our campaign called Spot the Fake Image Challenge. We could curate a gallery of videos and images, some real, some deepfakes, and users would have to guess which is which. So after they vote, the tool would reveal the answer and, more importantly, explain the technical details. It could highlight things like unnatural blinking, weird artifacts around the hair or jawline, or inconsistent lighting that give the deepfake away. The main goal wouldn't be to create a perfect AI detector, but to train the human eye. It turns passive awareness into an active practical skill. This is just another angle to consider as we gather more of our options. With that said, let's continue. Next, I'd like to hear from Nabiha. So, Nabiha, what's your proposed approach for this campaign?
Can I add something here, Akmal? That's a really innovative idea. From a practical standpoint, I'm a little concerned about the timeline and resources required. Developing and testing an interactive website could take a lot of time, and I'm worried it might be too ambitious for our project schedule. There could also be a hidden cost or a technical challenges we haven't considered. Just sharing my thought on it.
Okay, I see. Nabiha, continue.
First of all, thank you to our chairperson, Mr. Akmal Alif. Assalamualaikum and greetings to all. My name is Nabiha, and for my proposed project idea to address the deepfake issue among children in Malaysia, I suggest on creating short, eye-catching awareness videos specifically designed for social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and also YouTube Shorts. But before I dive deeper into my proposal, I would like to acknowledge what ATHIRAH said just now on Akmal's idea. But I think Akmal's idea is more about a long-term regulation. Besides what Atira just mentioned, I also feel like it doesn't directly help with creating awareness about deepfakes, especially among children and parents, which is the heart of our issue. Now let me continue with my proposed ideas. So basically these videos are targeted at two main groups. First, children and teenagers aged around 10 to 17 who are the most active users of these platforms and often unaware of how deepfake technology works or how it can be harmful. And second, parents and guardians who may not fully understand the digital risks their children face every day. Our goal is to educate both groups by using a format they are familiar with and comfortable using, like I just mentioned, which is TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. So these videos will focus on simple, clear topics like what deepfakes are, how to recognize them, how to protect one's identity online, and what steps to take if someone becomes a victim. Each video will be short, like maybe around 30 to 60 seconds, use easy to understand visuals or animations, and possibly include real examples of cases that have happened in Malaysia, such as the incident involving schoolgirls in Johor whose images were turned into fake explicit content. By using real local examples and friendly language, we hope to grab attention quickly and start important conversations at home and in schools. These videos will be created in both Malay and English to reach a wider audience. Next, this video is also very feasible for us as students. We don't need a big budget, just our phones, free editing apps like CapCut or Canva, and also some basic video making skills. We can divide the work among ourselves. Some of us can write the script, others can record or edit, and someone else can handle the social media posting. However, we do need to make sure that all information we include is accurate and not misleading. One possible challenge is that short videos can sometimes oversimplify the issue. So maybe we can consider making a series of videos to cover different parts of the topic. In terms of timeline, I believe we can finish the first complete video within a 4-week period. In the first week, maybe we can focus on researching and planning. The second week will be for scripting and filming. The third week will be for editing and adding subtitles. And finally, in the fourth week, we will publish the video and start sharing it widely through class group chats, school pages, and other online communities. Overall, I believe this project is practical, creative, and impactful. It uses social media to fight a social media problem, and it gives us, as students, the opportunity to raise awareness in a way that's modern, easy to share, and truly relevant to young Malaysians today. Do you guys think this is a direction we can all agree on, or is there anything you guys would like to add or change? What do you guys think?
I see. Thank you, Nabiha. That is a very well thought out and practical approach. I especially like how you've targeted both children and parents. That is a crucial dual audience strategy. Using short form video on platforms like TikTok is exactly how we'll reach them effectively. And grounding it with real Malaysian examples will make the threat feel much more immediate and relatable. So far, I really like how your idea perfectly complements Nani's proposal. We could use her hashtag idea as our main campaign umbrella, covering the wider social and even environmental issues. then your focused video series could become a core part of that campaign. The practical how-to guide on staying safe for our target audience. I also noticed that you both mentioned using tools like Canva and CapCut. And it's great that these are tools that we're already familiar with. The 4-week timeline that you propose is also very clear and gives us a solid framework. This is shaping to be a really strong and multifaceted campaign. We have the broad awareness angle and the targeted educational content. Now, I'd like to hear from Atira. Atira, what are your thoughts on combining these ideas, and do you have any other perspective or proposal to add to the mix?
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak, Mr. Akmal. My name is NURUL Atira, but you can just call me Atira. I truly appreciate the thoughtful ideas shared by the three of you. Each of your perspective adds something meaningful to our campaign, and they are truly inspired me. Today, I'd like to share my idea from a health perspective, focusing on how deepfake abuse can affect children's feeling and mental health, especially here in Malaysia. As we know, deepfake technology is becoming more common while it can sometimes be used for fun. It is also being misused in ways that are very harmful when the children become targets of a deepfake abuse. Even if the content isn't real, the emotional damage they experience is very real. They may feel embarrassed, anxious, sad, or even afraid. The sad part is many schools and adults still don't know how to respond to this kind of situation in the right way. So I like to propose a small workshop or online session specifically for teachers and schools counselor. The goal is to help them understand what deepfake abuse is and how it affects kids, especially from a mental health point of view. The session will cover what deepfake abuse looks like, how it can emotionally harm children, signs to look out for, ways to support affected students, and where to refer them for a professional help if needed. So the main aim is to give a teachers the right tools and awareness to support children early with empathy and care, instead of waiting until the problem get worse or spread online. So I believe this is a practical idea we can carry out as a student, and it will make a meaningful impact on the community. It also fit perfectly with our campaign to protect children's mental health. That's all from me for now. Thanks again, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what everyone else has to say and others' ideas too.
Thank you, Miss Atira, but I'm sorry. While I appreciate Atira's idea of hosting a mini workshops or online session for teachers and counselors, I think it might be less effective in today's fast-paced world, as many people now have short attention spans and tight schedules. So workshops may get less engagement, and on the other hand, ideas like Nabiha and mine, which is social media content, is more accessible. People can view it anytime, anywhere, and also it spreads faster. What are the others say about this?
Actually, I also have the same thought as you, Nani. A mini workshop might not be suitable at this stage as it reaches fewer people and takes more time to plan. For now, short videos on social media are a faster and more practical way to spread awareness widely.
Thanks, Nani and Nabiha, for your thoughts. I agree. Social media content is definitely easier to access and fits better with everyone's busy life.
I see. And so thank you, Atira, for bringing in the mental health perspective is crucial. So, and the emotional damage is the real human cause of this problem. And your point about supporting teachers and counselors is incredibly important. All right, everyone, we have three excellent proposals on the table. Nani has given us a strong campaign identity with hashtag AI UnmaskMY and a unique environmental perspective. Nabia has laid out a very clear practical plan for creating targeted videos for kids and parents. And Atira has brought our attention to the vital need for mental health support. I believe that the best path forward combines the strengths of all these ideas. To start, we need to focus on what is the most feasible and can generate the widest reach quickly. In that respect, I agree that Nabiha's proposal for a series of short, eye-catching awareness videos is the most direct and effective core strategy. It's practical for us as students and hits our target audience right where they are on social media. However, we can make our campaign much more comprehensive by integrating the other elements. We should adopt Nani's hashtag as the official for our entire campaign to create a unified identity. Furthermore, it is essential that the content of our videos directly addresses the mental health and the emotional support aspects that ATHIRAH raised. We can even create a specific video in the series about seeking help and supporting friends. So the proposal is this. We move forward with a social media video campaign as our main activity, unified under the hashtag idea, and ensure our content covers not just the awareness, but also the mental health impact. Does that sound like a plan we can all get behind? So what do you guys think?
I think for me personally, Nabiha's idea is interesting and fresh. And in my opinion, short videos on platforms like TikTok and Instagrams are great for reaching both parents and kids as they are quick, engaging, and easy to digest. And also, I do agree with your idea, which is to add my hashtag that I propose, which is AI Unmasked MY, to make the campaign more searchable and easier to follow. So yeah, I do share my point of view with Akmal, and this could actually help us reach a wider audience. So I think combining short videos with a strong hashtag give us a better chance to raise awareness more effectively.
Yes, Nani and Akmal both made a really good point. I agree with you both. Nabia's idea clearly highlight what kids are going through, and Nani's plan to use hashtag AI Unmask Malaysia with a short video and infographic is a smart and creative way to spread the message. Quick videos are easy to watch anytime, anywhere, which make them more impactful. So I'm happy to go with your ideas since they are simple, engaging, and likely to reach more people out there. So Nabiha, maybe you can share your thoughts on how we can shape this project proposal together.
Thank you, Atira, for the consideration, and also thank you everyone for agreeing with my idea. As what Akmal mentioned, I also think that we should add Nani's point into consideration. While I'll focus on short videos, combining them with her suggestion of infographics and interactive posts using hashtags can add more engagement to the campaign. So I'm absolutely convinced that combining both of my ideas and Nani's can help us to build a stronger and also more effective awareness campaign. So at this stage, what we really need is a solution that reaches the public fast and makes them understand the risks. That's why I believe a social media campaign is more relevant and practical right now. So for now, I think that's my take on this proposal project. Thank you.
I see. Excellent. So thank you everyone for your feedback. And to summarize, we will officially operate under the title hashtag AI Unmask MY with the core objective of raising awareness about the dangers of deepfake technology. Our efforts will be specifically targeted towards children and teenagers as well as their parents and guardians. The primary activities of our campaign will involve creating and distributing a series of short, engaging awareness videos and infographics for platforms like TikTok and Instagram. To ensure we are effective and organized, I'd like to propose the following roles based on the ideas each of you brought forward. As chairperson, I'll continue to act as the project lead, overseeing our progress and coordinating our efforts. Nani will be our campaign strategist and design lead, responsible for the overall branding, social media messaging, and creating the infographics. Nabiha will be our video production lead, managing everything from scripting to filming and editing. Finally, ATHIRAH will serve as our research and content advisor, ensuring all our content is accurate and provides responsible and up-to-date advices. Does everyone agree with these roles and activities?
Yes, that sounds great. I am happy to take on the strategy and design.
I agree with the rules given, and I'm excited to lead the project.
That's worked perfectly for me.
All right, perfect. Then it is settled. Thank you all for once again for your excellent contributions for today. And this, I hope that we'll see our progress for the next meeting. So this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.